This talks about a pharaoh. I'm gonna continue on to that new shit, I guess. Like, I can't stress this enough. Mental health is very important. Like, it at the end of the day, it can affect you physically. Like, my personal experience is I've definitely felt the effects physically, and so today I'm going to talk to you a bit about BPD and some of the other things that tie into with it, because borderline personality disorder, BPD, needs to be talked about. People need to know what it really is and the struggles that come with it. But there is hope to work on it. Yeah, maybe lifelong, but you know what? I have hope, you can have hope, and I want to share my hope. But let's get into it. So a little bit about BPD. This is coming from, I'm not going to say I'm completely right about things. I'm not going to say this straight fact. This is coming just from my opinion and my point of view on things and what I've been learning myself. So it's just coming from my perspective. Do your own research and do with it what you want, but please share with people who are suffering mentally and let them know that, like, hey, we can label it, we can work on it, we can focus on shit. Like, we gotta get hope somewhere. Like, it may take a while, but we gotta find hope. But anyway, let's get on with it. So I got a few things. I'll just say like random facts here and there. I'm just gonna spit it right there. That's just how it is. I got so many pictures on my phone that like keep me reminded on the path I'm going, and keeps me focused on trying to get better. Because some days a lot of the times I lose my focus, and that's the fucking problem. I lose my focus on things some days. It's just bad when I'm alone. And if you're alone, you ain't got nobody. Start listening, and maybe start doing research, put time and effort into it, because that's what we all need. Is like, we gotta step back and be like, alright, this is hard to accept, but I got some toxic shit I need to work on. And that's the biggest part, is accepting that, like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I've been a piece of shit for a long time, but I've been working on it. I'm no longer as much of a piece of shit. I'm getting better. I'm working on it. It's hard, though. It's every step gets harder. That's how it is. Man, I really do get sidetracked, huh? Anywho, so here's a few examples. When a slight change in behavior makes you think they don't like you anymore, you know you're overreacting, but you can't stop overreacting, and you need reassurance every 5 minutes, but you know you're annoying as fuck, and you fight yourself in your head asking, why the fuck am I like this? All the fucking time. All the fucking time. And that's the thing, is like, on top of like picking shit apart, every word, every action, it's overthinking is a big fucking pain. Alright, here are some things I feel like no one tells you about BPD, because I feel like no one's really given two shits about BPD. Because another fun fact, well, I wouldn't really call it a fun fact, but another fact about BPD is it often gets mistaken for bipolar part 2 being bipolar. And honestly, there is no medication that can help with BPD. All you can do is really go to DBT, try and go to classes, get therapy for it. But as of late, finding out like that shit's all full, and like a lot of the time it's like, what else can I do to help myself? And I'm still figuring that out. I really am. I'm opening up, though. I really am. It's taken me some time, but I'm finally opening up. So the multiple panic attacks. You can get multiple panic attacks when it feels like someone's abandoning you. You feel like you're going to die exactly in the moment. Feeling like every day is the same in the agony of having the idea in your mind that nothing is real due to disassociation. Or dissociation, my bad. I'm not really educated. Alright? I didn't really give a shit about school. That's probably from BPD, never really cared, but I'm plenty smart. I got my street smarts. I got my life smarts, I should say, because I've learned from fucking around and finding out. That's how it is. Feeling like every day is the same in the agony of having the idea in your mind that nothing is... Oh yeah, I already said that shit. Whoops. See, I'm getting off track again. When you're bored, and it's not like you're just bored, it's like there's something crushing your mind, and sometimes you even get headaches because it's literally... void. Trying so hard to be a good person, but still feeling like you're a monster. There are days. There's gonna be them days. Well, here's another thing. Like, I'm trying to give the best description of like what it's like dealing with someone who's got this shit. Because not everybody's gonna have their shit together. Not everybody's gonna be able to react to things. BPD is hard on everybody. Everybody deals with it differently. There's so many sides to it. It's not even funny. And I swear to God, like when I listen to Juice WRLD and Triple X and a few of the others like Lil Peep, maybe even Mac Miller, especially Juice WRLD though, I really feel it. Like I've been noticing like the signs were there that he had, that the mental shit was there, but so many fucking people were addicted to the sad shit and no one really cared. Like, no one fucking cared. But anywho, let's continue. Borderline personality is being called a flirt when you have no idea how to make people like you without seducing them. Borderline personality is being called a drama queen for having bigger than life emotions, not being able to restrain them. Learning to refrain from being too much, learning to like not like overdo shit and oversay things and overthink things, that's huge fucking ordeal to do, because people like us who have it, it's all that resonates in our mind, our heart, our body. We feel the shit physically, not only mentally. Like, this affects us from our head to our toes, and it's hard not to be like that. It really is. Borderline personality is not recognizing a photograph of yourself after a week of taking it. Yeah, like some days I'll get up, look in the mirror, and I'm like, who the fuck's this guy? Like, I don't recognize myself anymore. That's just an example. Borderline personality is fully understanding you're being irrational, clingy, or overbearing, and watching yourself fall further instead of fixing it. See, that's the thing, though. Trying to fix it is probably the best, like, at least try. For a while, me personally, I was just sitting there, and it was just an excuse. But as of late, I've really been trying. Like, I'm doing my best not to give up. I'm fighting, because this shit sucks. It really does. Borderline personality is refusing every kind offer because it could possibly be insincere and you won't let yourself fall for it again. I mean, as I said, everybody takes things differently. This is just how I perceive it. Borderline personality is being constantly cautious of what you say so you don't come off as manipulative. Yeah, see? Can't even speak. I can't even adult today. Damn. Being a pushover when you don't want to, so no one will think of you in that way. Borderline personality is not being able to love yourself unless someone else loves you, but never fully believing that they could love you. So that's the thing. I kind of had trouble with that. I look at myself and I'm like, how could someone love me? Like, I don't even look that good. Like, I feel like I'm not even fun. I don't got a life. I don't really talk much. Don't do much. But I'm very thankful for the people who are in my life at the moment and who see past that because I don't have much. I don't. Borderline personality is thinking of all the ways you could die today at this moment on a loop, every waking moment. That I personally have issues with. Like, I could be having a good day and then randomly sparks in my head. It's like, I could die today. Like, I'm sorry, this is a heavy topic, but like this is what goes in our head. Like, and with borderline personality, like, not only are the thoughts or the feelings, the emotions, but there's also the impulsiveness. The shit that drives us to do stupid shit and stupid actions. Like, so when it comes to like drinking and all this other shit that impairs your judgment even more, on top of already being not really here mentally because of the dissociation from reality, like, your reality's already distorted. On top of drinking, that's even worse. Your impulsiveness. You don't know what a motherfucker could do. Like, I've done some stupid shit and I'm surprised I'm still here. Like, I mean, I am starting to become more thankful that I am here and I'm still going. Like, that's something I've been working on. And it's taken me years to, like, actually finally label things how they are and see things. And it's definitely something. I'm trying to find more shit because, as I said, I keep shit on my phone because, like, so think about BPD as well. There's shit about really bad memory. A lot of the time I forget shit. If shit's really important to me, I usually don't forget. If there's like really important times or important people or important instances or I need to do something, I give it my all not to forget. But what's funny about it is sometimes, I apologize, but sometimes I forget the important shit. And the stupid stuff that I remember is all the bad shit that has happened to me up until this point. Or shit I got myself into, or shit I did. Like, that haunts me every day and every night, almost. Like, that's hard to get out of that. It really is just it's a mess dealing with it, but how it takes so long. Like, here's like a few good points to, or a few good things. Like, how do you tell someone, I'm not ignoring you, I'm just disconnected from reality right now, and the days are all blurred together and I feel completely apathetic towards everyone, everything around me, so it's really hard for me to maintain a conversation without saying that. We also apologize too much. We'd also just, on top of apologizing so much, we're always doubting ourselves. We try not to. We always try to keep a level head, but most days not. Like, 1 minute we could be like happy giggling, next minute we could be crying, or next minute we could be very suicidal. It's crazy how this mental health affects certain individuals, because as I said, like in my previous one, it doesn't matter if someone's had a worse day than you. What matters the most is how a person handles the shit that's being shoved to them. Like, you're going through shit, but how are you dealing with it? Are you okay? Are you going to be okay? That's what's important, is, are you going to get through it? Like, I want to know if you're going to get through it, because there is hope. It may not seem like it. It seems pointless to keep trying when it feels like all that's going on is bad shit. I'm always paranoid about shit too. Like, I got killed. I've been trying to kill them thoughts. I've been trying. And the thing about me too is I could read like, when it comes to texting people or getting messages from people, that's another hard thing to do or deal with, is because you don't know the attitude or how the person actually is through the message. So when it comes to perceiving how the energy is coming towards you, that can get mixed up, and that happens to me all the time. And then I get stuck in my head about it, and then I'm like, oh shit, what did I fucking mess up, or who'd I piss off, or what I do wrong? Because like I feel like I'm doing so much wrong, like honestly. And like on top of that, like with my music, like yeah, it's dark. I'm opening up, and the dark shit's coming out of my head, but I'm starting to learn to be okay with who I am now. I'm starting to learn to be okay with the dark that I was consumed by for so long. Like, that has taken me a long time. It has taken me a long time to understand that sometimes you have to carry hope, and sometimes hope will carry you. The hardest thing to do and the hardest thing to learn about hope is you gotta try and have hope even when it doesn't feel, or you don't sense it, or it doesn't seem like there's any hope at all, because you know what? We're still here today. If you're listening to this, we're still here, and I'm proud that we're still here. Because on the days that I don't want to be here, on the days I've tried doing stupid shit to not be here, honestly, like, yeah, I'm surprised I'm here, but I couldn't be any more proud of myself for not completely giving up. I may have done stupid shit, but that didn't mean I gave up. I was trying to, but in the end, I didn't. I'm still here. I'm still kicking it. You know what I mean? Like, your mental health is important. Like, so it's also that it's relationships can have issues too when it comes to that, because it's like if you're dating somebody who's got it, or if you don't understand completely what's going on with them, it might be a lot of pressure. And I understand it's hard to dump shit on people. It really is. It's hard to open up, and for people like us with BPD and other shit, because it's not just BPD. Like, when it comes to BPD, there's usually a bunch of other shit that goes with it. It's not just BPD that someone would have, and that's the thing as well, is like what other issues are there, and if they're trying to work on it, what can we be more understanding about? Can we be more open about this? Like, I'll give you some examples of what I go through sometimes. I get these stupid thoughts that literally destroy the fuck out of my insides. Like, my heart just crashes. And nothing can be going on, but for some reason these thoughts creep in and I feel them. And it is the most absolute hell I've ever been. Like, I thought physical pain was bad at one point. Like, I thought, like, getting stung or stubbing your toe real fucking hard, or banging your head into a wall, or falling down the stairs or some shit, or falling down drunk, I thought that hurts. Nah. When you have heartache, when your heart feels like it's being destroyed, that's one of the worst pains I could fucking feel. That's one of the worst pains I've ever felt. And it's hard to keep the mental clarity, you know? And yeah, sorry, I got a message. I'm trying to like, I don't know, I'm sorry for the pause. I'm trying to think at this moment, because like now my brain's going and there's so many thoughts going in my head. No, I'm trying to help. I want to spread I want more. We need more. I'm not doing this for verification. I'm not doing this for people to give me attention. Fuck no. What I'm doing this for is for the people who are out there hopeless, that have no voice, or they just don't feel good enough to voice up about it, because in reality, this shit's killing us from the inside out. It is. It really fucking is. It's killing us on the inside out, because most people cannot comprehend, or will not comprehend, or try, or they won't even try to comprehend what we're going through. Or when they see us, they're like, oh, what's wrong? We tell them a little bit, and they're like, oh, okay, I hope you get better. Then they fuck off and leave us to our own devices. It's like, we already have a fear of abandonment. We already fear constantly that we're going to be rejected, or the person we care about is going to find someone else, or they're going to love someone else, because we're either one, boring, or we're too much, or we're not enough, or we're inadequate in some form or another. Like, physically, I don't see myself as shit. Mentally, I don't see myself as shit. And I've been also working on that. That's another problem with it. Is like, the problem is we feel like we bother other people because we need fucking reassurance, because we're beating ourselves down every fucking day. Like, I ain't lying, we're beating ourselves down. We're trying to stay positive, but it's hard when people see us differently. It's hard when we're worried about that, because when it comes to BPD, it's got to deal with something that's happened to us as kids, or some kind of trauma that gave it to us where we didn't receive the love we deserved or needed as kids, or it had to deal with our parents not really being there for us, or something going on, some other form of trauma that kind of started as a catalyst, and that's what it turned into on top of the other shit we're dealing with. And I gotta say, it's hard. It's really fucking hard, and I don't know how to put it in any other way. Y'all, most people will think I'm just being over dramatic, or I'm overstating things. Nah, like, as I said, this is my perception of it. This is what I perceive. This is my opinion. I am not telling you this is fact. I'm not telling you this is this absolute fact. I'm no doctor. All right, I'm just a damaged soul with BPD. Speaking about it myself, I'm just one person trying to bring awareness to the issues at hand when it comes to BPD and other mental health problems. And I think this is a good stopping point. But if you liked it, please like and share. I love y'all, and there is hope. Trust me. Please don't give up. I haven't given up yet. I haven't. If I can keep going, so can you. And I know how hard it is. I do. I really fucking do. Like, I'm with y'all, like, on this. Like, we need to voice up and be like, hey, this mental health shit, like, we can't keep ignoring it. That's how people die. But anywho, I'm gonna leave it at here. Sorry to getting kind of long here. I'm going off on tangents again. And I'm just doing one take. I ain't fucking editing. I ain't doing shit. 'Cause as I said in the last one, you're getting the real me. You're getting who I am. You're getting my voice on here talking about shit. I mean, I don't like my voice, but, fuck it.